Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Extracurricular Activities. I am, of course, Decker Link, and on this episode we will see what Day 18 has to offer. Hopefully, Mr. Berkeley will like his office. Hopefully, the dinner goes well, and hopefully we don't get fucking jumped by Vernon, or get our tires slashed, or whatever the fuck. I don't want any of that shit to happen, but, yeah, let's just hope it all goes well. How about that shit, huh? There's a lot going on today for me. School first, then I need to see Mr. Berkeley, and then it ends with dinner here with Chester and Maria. I wonder what Maria is cooking. I suppose I'll find out later. For now, I need to get to class. Yay. Oh, look at this classroom. Oh, it's so cool. Link! Morning, Chess. I got some good news for you. Oh, what is it? After I got home from work last night, Andrew was already home. I reminded him about me being gone tonight at your place, and it turns out he ended up with the night free. Hey, that's awesome. And he said he'd join us. Oh, that's awesome. Why didn't you tell me last night? I don't know. We were talking about other things, and I just didn't mention it. I'm glad you told me now. I need to send Maria a message and let her know how to expect one more person. Sorry. It's fine. Just don't forget these kinds of things. Gotcha. It's not all the good news either, though. There's more. He's also going to help me buy a bike this weekend. Hey, nice. He doesn't like me walking to and from work or your place, especially at night. When I told him you got a bike, he said it was a great idea and told me to get one. That he'd even help me pay for it. That's pretty cool. We can ride around together then. Yep, you'll have to come with us. We'll go get some Saturday morning before go sometime Saturday morning before Andrew goes to work. Sure, I'll go with. Sounds like a good idea. Whoa! Look, it was actually Andrew's idea to invite you to come along. Was it? Yeah, I was surprised, but I think that means he likes you. He might like you. That, or he just wants to give you another chance of giving him a reason not to trust you. Either way, it's a good thing, because he'll see he has no reason not to trust you. Let's just hope it was the first reason anyway. I mean, even if he doesn't like you, at least I do. And that's what counts, right? Right. You're right. How you feel about me matters the most. But it would be nice if you liked me too, right? Yeah, it'll happen, I'm sure. You're gonna have another chance this weekend. Looks like Coach is ready to get class started. Let's sit down. Okay. As the class had started, you noticed Chester was not paying attention. He was spending time writing in a notebook, completely lost in his own mind. Coach Rister realized he wasn't paying attention either, and he balled up a sheet of paper and threw it at the bull, never breaking in his lecture. With a snort, Chester jerked his head up and glanced around, making eye contact with the coach for a moment. This prompted him to put his notebook away and turn his focus back to class. It looked like he was listening to the rest of the class, but his eyes were staring off into nothing, like he was deep in thought until class ended. Man, I didn't think that was ever gonna end. He's really distracted all through class. What's up? I've been... Chester, come over here for a moment. We have to talk. Link, you go on ahead. This may take a moment. Sure. Chester sure in for a lecture. He didn't listen to anything in that class, I'm sure. I guess I'll head to my next class now, just in case he's a little late. Hey, Link. Hey, Dozer. How you doing today? I'm good. A little concerned about Chester, though. How come? Is he okay? He wasn't exactly focused in Coach's classes, and Coach caught onto it. Oh, boy. What was he doing? I don't know. He's just off in his own little world. I'm sure Coach will let him have it, and he'll probably pay for it on the courts. Most likely. I bet we'll find out when he gets here, though. Speaking of... How'd that go? There's some extra homework I have to do. I guess my lack of paying attention in that class is bringing my grade down. His class is just so boring. I have a hard time paying attention to it. What were you doing in class instead of listening to his lecture? I've been designing a simple RPG game where I learn how to code, and I was coming up with ideas. That's something that can't wait until later? I didn't want to forget. Is it really worth your grade, though? No. What kind of extra work does he have you doing? I have to read some story and write a synopsis about it. It's for extra credit since my grade is kind of low in there. How low? I'd rather not say. It's low enough where Andrew would be irate. Andrew, my brother. I see. Sounds like you have some work to do. Yeah. I'll help you if I can. Thanks, but I don't think there's much you can do to help me here. I'll do what I can to keep you focused then. But I focus on math right now, though. Yeah, I'm doing fine in here. I have a high grade in math. As surprising as that sounds, he's really good at math. I would have never guessed. Come on, you guys. Sorry, Chess. But now I've seen you act sometimes, you can't blame me for thinking that. I guess you're right. I'm gonna get ready for class to start. If you need any help with them, let me know. I might be a bit brash at times, but sometimes that's what he needs, I bet. Sure thing, Dozer. He should be fine, but I'll stay on him about his grades. Good. You went to sit by Chester, giving him a pat on the back as you did. You'll be good, Jess. It's just extra work for me and less time to do what I really want. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks, but you have to do this. Just try not to fall behind again. I'll try. Maybe I should offer some extra motivation. Well, we could mention Andrew. No, that'd scare him. Let the conversation die. Just comfort him. Comfort him. Put your hand on his shoulder and give it a squeeze. Look at it like this. Once you get the extra credit out of the way, you won't have any to worry about any extra work. But you'll have to make sure you actually pay attention in class, no matter how boring it is. If you don't fall behind, you don't have to pay catch-up. And you'll have more time for what you want to do. I know, you're right. But, man, thanks, though. Throughout the class, Chester seemed like he was in a daze. He was taking notes, but he looked like a zombie the entire time. Glad math is a strong suit for him. It doesn't look like anything about is making it through to him right now, though. Those he's taking look as good as mine, though, so I suppose he's paying attention. Your second class for the day eventually came to an end, so it was time for you to go meet Mr. Berkeley. Looked like you were really out of it in class, but your notes look so clean looking. There's just something about math that puts me in the zone. I actually just feel calmed down, too. Huh, it's weird. I know, but is there anything about me that isn't weird? Good point. So you're heading to Critical Strike now, right? Yeah, I'll head there, talk to Mr. B, and then head home. You know, I have nothing better to do. I could just go with you. If Andrew's coming to dinner with us, shouldn't you go home so you can show him where I live? Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Besides, I have a bike now, and you don't yet, so it'll be be a fast trip for me. Also a good point. And you can work on that assignment Coach gave you. Okay, fine. I guess I'll go home. I'll shoot you a text when I'm on my way back home, and you and Andrew can just meet me there. Sounds like a plan, then. Be careful on your ride, and text me when you get that, too, would you? Sure thing. I'll talk to you in a bit. Yep, talk to you again soon. And we're there. I hope Mr. Berkeley's already in his office. I'd like to make this quick. Knock, knock, knock. Afternoon, Berkeley, come on in. Good afternoon, Mr. Berkeley. Now that you're here, let's get down to business. You did a magnificent job with the place. Everything was so clean. I was pretty impressed with how it came in this morning. Thank you, sir. I did what I could with the place. You did good. It was a mess, and you handled it nicely. I had high hopes, and you didn't let me down for sure. I'm glad to hear that. With that said, I wanted to see if you could make use of this computer going forward. All right. He motioned for you to take a seat at the desk, and he stood behind you. I did take a look through the programs on it. It seems like it could reduce the amount of paper clutter you have if we just scanned papers and kept everything stored on there. But I have to ask, where did this computer come from? I used to have the thing on the internet back home. I wasn't too savvy with it, though. I brought it here, and one of the old employees set up on the work stuff on it before they quit. They were showing me how to use the damn thing properly, though, so it ended up on the floor for a while. Why you ask? Well, tell him. You don't want him to think that you put the shit on there. Well, sir, after I set it up, I was checking to see what programs you had on here, and it turns out there was a whole bunch of pornographic content on here. Really? Yes, sir. I thought I'd gotten rid of all that. Sorry you had to find out about that, lad. I didn't use the computer for too much back home. The internet was made for that kind of stuff, right? I'm sure you've seen it about yourself. Did you see anything you liked? What the fuck? He laughed and patted your shoulder. Well, I'll just play with you. Don't get so embarrassed. Well, it's best we move it from the work computer. We don't need anyone else finding it. You're right about that. Go ahead and delete it. We'll take a look at the other stuff. Your thing. I didn't expect it to have been from him, and he was so nonchalant about it. Guess he's super laid back. For the next couple hours, you, Mr. Berkeley, went through a variety of programs installed in the computer for keeping track of finances and a variety of other job-related items. You were pleased to find out a couple of them you were familiar with, but there were some there you're going to have to research before you could do anything with them. It was going to take a lot of time to convert everything from paper to digital. Once I learn how to fully use all of these programs, I can help you understand them better, and it should make operations run much more smoothly here. That'd be some fleas off my back for sure!
Oh, there it is. It's chewed up.
What kind of schedule can I have you on? Right now, I can come in on weekends and anytime after 1 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I can come in, but it wouldn't be until after 6 or so since I have practice. Or I could come in until about 2, since that's before practice. Write all that down for me, and I'll see what I can do then. Having you around will make my life much easier. Nobody else here is competent enough with this to do this stuff. I also get kids applying in here. Chester's the only oldest employee I've got, and he's never shown me he's capable of doing this. He's a good worker, mind you. He just doesn't do anything to stand out. I see. He'd be good with this stuff. Maybe he can help you out with learning these things. I'll try to schedule the two of you together. That'd be great. It'd make things a lot easier. And the faster it's done, the better. I don't suppose there's anything else I need you for today. Then you said you could only be here for a short time today. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't stay longer. No frets. I can make out a new schedule and start planning what needs to happen first. Leave your number with the schedule and I'll send you a mock schedule later to see if it works for you. Will do, Mr. Berkeley. And I'm sorry about the old porn thing. It was inappropriate of me. Don't worry about it. I've dealt with worse on my old job, and it's nice to know that you've got a sense of humor at least. I'm too old to be all ornery, and I like to have some fun with my staff. Just let me know if I go too far, though. I'm pretty relaxed, so I might come off as rude or offensive at times. Don't be afraid to tell me. I can handle it. Gotcha. I'm pretty chill, so I think that'll be a problem. Good to know, then. Just let me write down that info for you, and I'll be heading out. You wrote down the info he needed, passed it off to him, and bid him farewell. Send me a schedule when it's done. Will do. I'll have you making them going forward. That's an easy task. I can use the computer for that. Perfect. Thanks for your work today. Of course. See you later, Mr. B. Have a good one. I'll go ahead and send Chester a message to let him know I'm heading out. Hey, Chester, heading home now. It won't take me long to get there. We'll head out in a minute. I think go with Mr. B. It went fine. I'll tell you more about it soon. Gotcha. See you soon. See you soon. Time to hop on my bike and head home. Oh. I guess we're fine. I wonder what Richard is doing. Hey, Richard, painting the building?
Yeah, some delinquent painted something on the side of the building here. It's been quite a while since anything like that happened. We found it not too long ago. Wish she hadn't have.
Really? What if possessed someone to deface a homeless shelter like this?
No, if I catch him, though, it's not gonna be pretty.
What was it?
Don't concern yourself with that. How about you just get inside and see if Maria needs any help? I think she's cooking dinner right now.
I bet it was Vernon. I bet it was Vernon. Alright then, I'll go check on that. Man, I can't believe someone would do that. Oh, Maria wasn't too upset about it. Maria, I'm back. Welcome home. Oh my god, it just looks so nice. Holy shit. Richard said you were cooking already. Did you need help with prepping or anything? Oh no, I have already prepped everything. It's already cooking and should be done in an hour. Alright, what's on the menu tonight? I have a whole chicken roasting in the oven right now, and I've prepared a medley of fresh vegetables. I'll be steaming some broccoli, boiling some corn on the cob, and I've been preparing a nice garden salad as well. There's also going to be a side of homemade macaroni and cheese and some dinner rolls. God damn! You really went all out, Maria. That sounds amazing. Well, Richard will be joining us, and since you told me Chester's brother will be joining us, I figured we needed to go all out. Just thinking about it all makes me drool. I can't wait. Feel free to have a seat in here and relax. I'm going to finish a little bit of cleaning and then I'll come join you. You sure I can't help? Yes, yes, I'm sure. Just have a seat. She rushed off before you had a chance to say anything else. And you did is you made yourself comfortable on the couch. You getting close, Chess? Almost. The bus just dropped us off. We'll be there in 5. Okay. I guess I can go outside and wait for them. I don't think Chester has met Richard yet, so he's still out there painting. Ah, I say there they are. Chester and Andrew were down the sidewalk, and Chester spotted you, waved his arms around frantically before pointing at you and turning to his brother. Ah, there they are. Hey, guys.
So, this is the place, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty nice inside. Just wait till you meet Maria, too. She's great. Oh, Jesus, that was me! Goddamn, it was my line. Who's that over there? That's Richard. He lives here, too. Seen someone graffiti the shelter last night, and he's painting over it. Why would someone do that to a homeless shelter? That's the same question. Doesn't make so much sense. It does if it was Vernon trying to give... Anyway, you'll meet him a little later. He was going to be joining us for dinner. Come inside. Maria, our guests have arrived. Ah, welcome back, Chester.
Thanks for having us over, Maria. This is my brother, Andrew. Andrew, this is Maria, the owner of the shelter.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Maria. Chester has told me quite a few nice things about you.
Oh my, he's too sweet.
Too sweet. Bullet Club for life!
I'm going to be in the kitchen for a little bit longer, finishing up dinner. You boys can sit in here and chat or watch TV. If I can get you a drink or anything, just let me or Link know.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm good for now.
Chester sat at the middle of the couch and let you and Andrew sit at his sides.
It is pretty nice here. You're lucky to have a nice place to stay for now, Link.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky to have Maria cross my path. She's really great.
How long have you been living here?
About a year or so. Thanks to Chester, though, I might finally be able to change that.
Yeah, Mr. Berkeley already mentioned training him for a manager spot.
Already?
I have past management experience, and he said he knew the owner of my past job. So, we'll see how that goes.
It's so awesome. Work would be so much easier if we actually had someone overseeing things other than just Mr. B.
How come you've never been looked at for a promotion, Chester?
Yeah, I don't really think I'd like to be a manager. I like what I'm doing already. I have enough stuff to deal with without having to worry about that. I want to get more work done on my game.
And you need to keep your grades up. I don't want to see them slip.
Yeah, I guess I need to keep those up too.
Yep, you definitely need to keep your grades up.
I will! But anyway, that's so cool. Mr. B wants to make you a manager.
Maybe he does. I'll find out soon, though.
Hey, if it happens, we should totally consider upgrading our apartment to a 3-bedroom one, Andrew. One more person to help pay the bills would be handy, right?
That's something to discuss at a later time. We'll have to see how things go.
It would be so cool. You would be my boss, roommate, teammate, and boyfriend. The full package.
It sounds like you're asking for trouble, though.
Nah, it'd be great. I mean, things are already great, but they could be even better. Just to put an arm around your shoulder and pull you over.
You said Maria knows already, right? That the two of you are together?
Yeah, she knows. I haven't actually told her, but she knows.
Then how do you know?
Trust me, she knows.
She picked up on it when Chester was here last.
Part of it might be because the thing I said about us.
Yeah, and then you swapped it over to being about doubles partners real quick.
I didn't know Maria. I didn't know how Maria would react to it.
How I'd react to what?
To what's say? Yeah.
To those two being a couple.
Andrew!
Aren't they just so cute together? I think they make quite an adorable couple.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Maria, why?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
I'm so embarrassed now.
Weren't you fine with her knowing?
Well, yeah, but you just have to throw it out there like that.
But you're whining. Clearly it's no big deal. You know I don't care, and Link has told you that Maria already knew and doesn't care.
If you wanted to hide it, neither of you did a good job at it. It doesn't help you're so quiet. Being a feline certainly has its perks, doesn't it? Well, dinner will be ready soon. We can all have a nice little chat while we wait. You two can tell me more about yourselves. Maria pulled up a chair, and despite Andrew's offer to move for her, and a conversation ensued revolving around the two brothers. They took turns talking about their current jobs and interests. You were hoping to learn something new about Andrew during the conversation, but nothing came up that you didn't already know. And Chester ended up talking the most. Maria excused herself from the conversation to go check on dinner after some time passed.
She is really pleasant.
I told you she's awesome. And she's such a good cook. I'd say she's at least as good as I am.
I bet she's better.
Ah, what? Why? How could you say that? I'm your brother. Chester did to him as he done to you and wrapped his arm around his brother's neck, pulling his head for a light noogie.
Hey, stop that, you big dolt. We don't want to break the couch.
You can't stop me. Might beat a little brother, but I'm way bigger. After a short struggle, Chester released Andrew and promptly received a loud thump on his nose. Chester let out a noise you had never heard from him before and clutched his nose.
If you ever want him to calm him down and make him stop doing something, thump on the nose and he'll stop. It's a really sensitive spot for him.
Why would you do that now?
To make you behave. The next time I'll tell you to stop, you stop.
With a snort, Chester scooted away from Andrew, pushing into the arm of the couch. Ah, Chester, you're gonna crush me. I just want to be away from him, my poor nose. I guess you should have listened to him. Though I'm glad to know this little trick. You'd better never do that to me. I'll not talk to you for days if you do. Don't worry, Chess, I'll never do that to you. Or will I? You raise your hands up to make flicking motions, moving your hands closer to the bull's nose. Don't you dare! He hopped off the couch and moved to the chair Maria had been sitting on. I'll just have to wash the two of you.
Is everything alright, Chester? You're holding your nose.
He's still threatening me.
He's being overly dramatic because I flicked his nose for being a brat.
Oh dear, well I hope that doesn't interfere with dinner because everything is ready. We just need to share at the table.
Let me move it there for you if you want fucking whatever that... I'll even upset the table if you let me.
Well, that's a sudden change. Come along then, and you can help me out. Link, if you'll show Andrew to the bathroom, you two can wash your hands and join us at the table.
Ah, sure thing, Maria. Let me show you the bathroom, Andrew.
Alright. Shared bathrooms, huh?
Yeah, it's not too bad, though. There aren't too many guys here, and it's separated from the women's bathroom.
Does it ever bother you?
Not really. It's not that different from the school locker room, so it's not really that big of a deal.
I suppose that makes sense. You do have your own room, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do have that, so I do have privacy when I need it.
I see.
Stood over the sink, washing your hands next to Andrew.
Well, if you ever want to get away and need a place to stay, I'm sure Chester would be happy to have you over.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love that.
And I don't suppose I'd be against you spending the night if you ever want to again.
Really? I appreciate the offer, Andrew.
You just have to sleep on the couch.
There's the catch, but it's progress. Cool, thanks for that.
Let's get out there and enjoy the others now.
Have a seat, you two. I'm gonna go fetch Richard and then start bringing the food out. Chester, you can sit with them too. Thank you for your help today.
Sure thing. The table was big enough to seat 6 people, so you and Chester sat beside each other while Andrew was taking a spot at the end of the table. I'm so excited about dinner. Everything smells so good, and I got to see the main course while we were in the kitchen.
What's on the menu?
You'll see shortly. Maria passed by the dining room table with Richard, and they both vanished into the kitchen. Moments later, they reemerged with dishes of food.
First thing on the table will be the sides, all sorts of fresh vegetables and a nice salad. And then we have macaroni and cheese, made that myself. Richard, that's Chester. He's the one you saw the other day, and the one at the end of the table is his brother Andrew. Andrew stood up to shake his hand. Chester followed suit.
Chester, you're Link's boyfriend, ain't you?
Chester's eyes grew wide, and he turned his eyes down towards his hands in a laugh as he sat down. Aye, we.
Yes, Richard. That would be the case for those two. Now sit. I'm gonna go get the main dish.
Richard took the seat at the other end of the table beside you.
Never took you for a...
Wow.
Never took you, Jesus.
What the fuck?
Not saying there's anything wrong with it, just that it surprised me. And this bull, huh? You're a lucky guy, I suppose. Not getting too bad of a fella.
I'm pretty lucky, I think. Me too. Put your hand on Chester's leg under the table and gave it a gentle squeeze before you felt his hand rest on top of yours. As then Maria showed up again, holding a platter topped with a roast chicken.
And here we go. Dinner is ready to be served. No need to wait, so start loading up your plates. There's plenty of food for everyone.
Maria took a seat across from you and began carving the chicken. Plates were passed around the room, and soon everyone had loaded up their dishes and were eating. Thank you so much for dinner, Maria. The spread is fantastic.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope there's enough variety for everyone.
There is plenty, thank you.
You didn't have to make any of those cookies again, did you?
Chester, that's rude. You can't just expect her to make dessert because she invited us over.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I do happen to have a batch of those cookies still. I just made them yesterday, so they should be still nice and soft. I'll bring them out after we finish eating.
You don't have to do that, Maria.
I insist. They might not get eaten otherwise.
You know, I'll eat them. Those cookies are the best.
I know you would, Richard, but there are 24 left at least, so we can share.
Fine. You might just have to make me some more for me later.
I'd be glad to, and you know I will. It can be a thank you for handling the paint today. That's right, Richard was painting the wall when we got here. It sucks that someone would vandalize the shelter.
That is really terrible. What'd you end up heading over? Maria and Richard exchanged glances, and Richard shook his head.
Nothing for you boys to concern yourself over. It's been covered up, and hopefully it won't happen again.
Richard wouldn't tell me earlier either. Look at Maria's face. I wonder what it was. Enough of that, though. Let's enjoy this meal. Oh, God, it was about them. Oh, God, what the hell was it?
I'm already enjoying it. You'll have to share how you seasoned this with chicken with me. It tastes so good.
Another thing for me to write down for you, then. Conversation carried on through dinner, and once people were finishing up their food, you helped Maria move the dirty dishes from the table to the kitchen. With the table cleared, Maria brought back a tray with the cookies and milk for everyone before returning to the kitchen to wash dishes despite everyone's protesting.
These are the cookies I told you about, Andrew.
These are the ones you didn't share with me?
I'm sorry, I ate them all at work that day. I'm going to make some myself since you gave me the recipe for them.
These are some of the best cookies you'll ever eat. Always soft and chewy, perfect with a cup of milk. They are pretty good. You can buy these cookies for 7 easy payments of $89.99. These are pretty good. I can't believe you didn't save any for me, Chess.
I'm sorry. I'll make a whole bunch for you this weekend. You can even take some for you guys to you guys at work.
Perhaps you'll be forgiven then.
Be sure to make some for me too.
You'll be there to help me. Remember, we have plans to cook this weekend.
Oh yeah. You want to do that Saturday then? I thought that was going to be Friday.
Well, you're going to be with us that morning to help pick out the bike for me, and then Andrew has to go to work, so let's just make the whole day out of it. Not to mention, we do have our matches tomorrow too.
True, Saturday it is then. We work weekends.
We can make the cookies, and I'll make dinner since I owe you.
You owe him?
We made a bet at school. Whoever scored lower on the math test would have to owe the other one dinner. Link is lucky either way, since he doesn't really know how to cook. But since he won, I have to cook dinner for him. I mean, if I won, I'd still have to cook, but I'd at least have to help him. So it doesn't matter who won. He still won, basically.
It was a win-win for me, no matter how good or bad I did on the test.
Sounds like it. Chester isn't the wisest person.
Don't say that.
But it's alright, since his heart tends to always be in the right spot. Well, most of the time, anyway.
Nice save.
It's nice getting to see these two interact more outside their home. They do seem really close. Makes sense as to why Andrew can be so protective of him. Marie rejoined the table eventually to continue the conversation, but it was getting late.
As wonderful as this has been, it's about time for us to head home. It's getting dark out already.
Do we have to? We're together, so the darkness isn't that bad.
Chester, you know I have to be up really early for work, too.
I guess he's right. We do really need to head home.
Well, it's been quite the pleasure having the both of you here. I'm so glad you were able to come as well, Andrew. It was wonderful getting to meet you.
It was a pleasure meeting you both as well. Perhaps next time Chester can be of more use and assist in the kitchen. Maybe he could even learn something from you.
Oh, that sounds like fun. We'll have to have you both over again soon then.
I'll see you both out. You and Chester go on ahead. I'll be out in just a moment.
What are you doing?
Just go on.
Whatever. Come on, Link. It's been a really good night.
Yeah. It was great having you both over. I'm glad Andrew could come.
Me too. I'm so happy you got out. Though I wonder why you stuck around.
Well, he did give us a moment alone, so...
A good night kiss, then?
I'd like that. He grabbed you up by the hips and slid his arms around you as he pulled you close, pushing his lips against yours. You took the chance to wrap your arms around his neck, keeping his lips against yours for as long as you could. He pulled back, looking into your eyes, and then pulled your hands around the fur around his throat, digging your fingers slightly through it. What the fuck?
His body tensed up and pulled back suddenly. You okay? Yeah, that was really ticklish. It startled me, so didn't know I was ticklish like that. Oh, I'll just have to keep that in mind then. He ran a finger up his neck and under his chin, making him squirm around where he stood.
If you two are done, we should start our walk.
How long are you standing there?
Does that matter? I've seen you naked, so seeing you make out with another guy is not much different than that.
It was just a kiss. We weren't making out.
Yeah, come on, let's get going. Thanks for having us over, Link. It was a nice night. We'll see you Saturday morning, right?
Yeah, you'll see me then.
Cool, come on, Jess.
I'll text you later. You should be safe. Just to give you a quick wave before he and Andrew left down the sidewalk towards home.
This has been a pleasant evening, hasn't it? Everything, it was nice. Thank you for cooking dinner, Maria. Everything was wonderful. Anytime. I really enjoyed myself. I'm going to finish up in the kitchen. You run along and enjoy the rest of your night.
Alrighty then. Thanks again.
Man, what a day. It was fantastic. I'm really looking forward to the weekend now. I wonder how that's all going to be. So that's going to be all for extracurricular activities. We'll see what day, I guess 19. I think that's what it was. I can't really see it through the shit. We'll see what that has to offer. See what more shit Vernon has done to us to try to ruin our lives. But until next time, next Thursday for the streamers, next episode for those watching on YouTube, thank you all very much for joining us. And until next time, fare thee well. Bye, everyone!